What's up, guys? It's Pastor Theo. I'm going to share a quick testimony with you guys, a quick story on this resurrection day about Jesus. So, forgive me, I'm a little dark and sweaty. We just took our kids hiking, fellowshipping, where we had communion and Bible study in the mountains today. And we honor the Lord, his resurrection, and he was there with us. But this testimony was in my spirit. I wanted to share it with you. So I remember it had to be 1997, 96, maybe 95, 96. But my biological mother died in the summer of 93, and tragically in a car accident. And my older brother was left on his own, went to Cleveland, came back, had to grow up by himself, basically. He ended up helping us out later down the road, but his father wasn't in his life at the time, and neither was my father. My father wasn't a good dad to him, a good person to him. So in the summer of 96, 95, my dad is struggling with his own demons. He's disavowed his relationship with God. His childhood traumas caught up to him. He's in the streets. And I'm trying to say this in a non-judgmental way because we all battle our own dragons, but he was succumbing and capitulating to his. So me and my younger brother Mike, we had to be maybe 9 and 7, maybe 8 and 10 years old. And you have to understand that I had to grow up fast because I'm the grown man in my house now. My dad is, some days he's not even home. Some days we don't know if we're going to even eat. We don't know. Once we get on the bus going to school, once we get off the bus coming from school, we don't know what home is going to look like. We don't even know if he's finally going to execute on his threats of taking me and Mike's life. Yeah, he would threaten to kill us every day. Because of his trauma, he couldn't take another loss. And so he would cock his .380 pistol and put it on the china cabinet basket right across the breakfast table. And every morning before school, he would threaten his kids that if you cross me, I'm going to kill you. I should just kill you. I should just put your clothes in a garbage bag and drop y'all off on the side of the street. This was every day for us. Children, okay, in Mississippi, Lumberton, Mississippi, on Carver Avenue, Love Quarters. So on this particular day, we got off the bus after school, and our gate is locked. We can't get inside the gate of our home. We don't have a key. So we're already like, what we know now is anxiety. One woman pulls up. I'm not going to say her name. She pulls up. I remember this like yesterday. She pulls up. She's an older woman. And, back then we believed in community, respecting your elders, and your community raising you, right? This lady pulls up, rolls down her window, and yells at two little innocent, traumatized boys, little black boys. Your daddy going to jail. Your daddy going to jail. He ain't here. He going to jail. Me and Mike burst into tears crying. And I remember some of the emotions, the insecurity, the fear. I mean, we already lost one parent. We already on our own. Okay. So then that woman that, doesn't take us with her, doesn't provide any comfort, she takes off. She leaves. What? She leaves these two kids here. The next woman is a relative. She pulls up, affirms the same thing. But because she's a relative of ours, I'm thinking that she's going to take us with her. And I'm trying not to cry. I'm sharing because I want to talk about Jesus in this. I want to give you a real testimony. As it's coming back to me today. She says, let me get somebody else. So she contacts someone else who was a very close friend of my mom's. And if you know anything about Gwendolyn Gail Kelly Schaefer, she took care of everybody. She took care of everybody. There's nobody in her life that she didn't help if she could. Or even she couldn't help, she made a way. So in my childhood mind, I'm thinking, okay, these are two familiar faces now. So my relative makes a contact to my mom's close friend. My mom's close friend pulls up. This is the third adult now. Pulls up, Me and Mike are still distraught. We still are not inside our house. We're outside the gate in the hot sun by ourselves. By ourselves. Children, by ourselves. We're abandoned. We're rejected. And we're not wanted. I remember her face and what she said. She said, y'all get in the car. Frustrated, but reluctantly took us in. Reluctantly. As if she didn't want to do it. As if we were an inconvenience. The whole ride in her car, I just remember thinking, maybe it's going to be okay. We're going to go with her, a familiar person. We don't. She takes us across the railroad tracks into another quarters called Big Quarters of living, where black people live in a community, and took me to my great aunt's house, who's an elderly woman, doesn't have a capacity to look after little kids, drops us off. And although I thank God that dropped us off, and I think it was until nighttime. I don't even remember how we got back home, or even if we spent the night there. It was all a blur after that. I just remember an entire day of feeling unwanted, unloved, abandoned, rejected. Nobody wanted us. These are real stories. This is real life. And so everything that you have seen me accomplish, me do, me execute, me achieve, me overcome has been by the grace of God, by incredible people. And so when I showcase like counseling, therapy, kingdom community, how to live it, how to model it, how to, these things are real. So it was today that in the mountains with my beautiful wife, my anointed wife, my incredible kids, while we were taking communion together, while we were worshiping the Lord together, while we were going over scriptures, while I shared a sermon with my family in the mountains about the resurrection, I was reminded during that moment on the drive home that God was always with me. His rod and his staff comforts. That even in those moments got me here, and God was with me the entire time. He was wounded for my transgressions. The chastisement of my peace was upon him, and by every stripe that they hit him with, I'm healed. And because he rose, he's risen within me. And I'm able now to make sure that my children are never abandoned, never rejected, never unwanted, and always loved. Because the Father has always brought me in as his own. He's never left me. His unconditional love is there. I hope that you understand I'm not sharing this testimony for sympathy or for pity. I don't need that. What I hope and what I want in sharing this transparent, unfiltered testimony and story is that the gravity of what God has done in my life is more clearer, that he can do that and much more in your life. That you understand that Christ is with you right now, even if you feel and your feelings are validated, and if you really are struggling alone. You understand? There's no other explanation for my life except for by the grace of God and because he lives. I celebrate him on today. Man, God is good. Happy Easter Resurrection Sunday. All right, God bless. Peace.